2 level. That's good. Today we're going to continue with our class and we are going to focus in advanced grammar. This material is advanced. Okay, can you see my screen, right?
Can you send me the answers of the last exam?
Sure. I can. Let me check. Let me check. I didn't have enough time in the morning because I had another student, but I'll check it. Check it out today. Okay. Can you see my screen? Am I recording? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Let's begin with this grammar. Okay. Let's begin with grammar. We are going to focus grammar, dialogues, vocabulary, phrasal verbs, and idioms. Okay. Can you see my screen? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you remember, like last week, I explained about the subjunctive when we use some verbs and then we have to use a verb, the base form of the verb. Do you remember? It is important that he.
The base form.
Yes, the base form. This is the subjunctive explanation. This is a very formal structure that we use to talk about desires, obligation, and suggestions. Do you remember verbs such as require, demand, suggest? Another one, do you remember?
Recommend.
Recommend. Another one? No. An adjective like important, necessary. Do you remember that lesson?
The last one?
No, this is the previous one. Yes, the last one. Yeah, it could be the last one. The subjunctive. Do you remember? For example, this one. We have verbs such as required, demand, like you say, it, he or she ask, that, he be. Do you remember? Or that he study a lot. Yes, that grammar. And of course, we have adjectives such as important, necessary. Do you remember? Like, it is important that you be aware of that. Instead of saying you are aware of that. Do you remember? No? We can like practice again.
I don't remember the adjective.
The adjective. Okay, well, I have the presentation here.
The adjective.
Okay, I have another one. Today I was teaching like teachers and I was practicing my English a lot and I remembered all grammar. Okay, can you see here the subjunctive? Do you remember this class? Yep. In English we have verbs such as what are the verbs? Insist. Oh, the verbs are not here. Recommend, insist, adjectives such as essential, important. Do you remember that part? Ask, it is best. Do you remember? No. ¿Te acuerdas los verbos? Los adjetivos también. Yeah. Entonces, esto es el subjuntivo. Okay, lo que quería hacer era un repasito con otros verbos más, pero veo que te has olvidado. Lo voy a escribir, ¿te parece?
Yep. I don't remember the adjective.
Ok, tenemos best, necessary, essential, necessary, best, vital, important. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is recommended. It is recommended. También puede ser it is recommended. I have my book here. Let me.
It's the same. With the base form.
Oh, of course, with the base form. Sure.
It's essential that she.
It is essential that she brush her teeth. For example, let me write
no
here.
brushes.
No, verbs. Voy a anotar los verbos. Tenemos aquí ask, demand. What else? Insist, suggest. What else?
Advice.
Propose. Tell me. Propose. Recommend.
Advice.
Recommend. Advice. Required. And that's all I think. For example, you can say, can you make a sentence here? We suggest that she wake up early. Early in negative. Do you remember? She didn't insist that what? That he or that she. What else? That she.
No.
No, but we have she didn't insist. This is the negative. She didn't insist that she brush her teeth. She didn't insist that she brush her teeth. Ella no insistió en qué? En que ella se cepillase los dientes. Puede ser she
negative in the first part.
No, depende de lo que quieras decir. It depends on what you want to say. So, ella no insistió en que ella se lavase los dientes o se cepillase los dientes. Ella no insistió en que...
If I want to say, I suggest that she not forget to clean or to brush
I suggest that she not
forget to brush her teeth.
Forget to brush her teeth. Ella sugirió que ella no olvidase cepillarse los dientes. ¿Te das cuenta?
It's okay. That sentence.
Exactamente. Es I suggest that she not forget to brush her teeth. Oh, she didn't insist that she brush her teeth. Puedes negar, pero depende mucho de dónde quieres negar. Si quieres negar en el primero o negar en el segundo. Depende de lo que quieras decir. No es lo mismo decir I don't suggest. Si tú dices, yo no sugiero que ella no se cepille los dientes. Lo que estás diciendo es que sugieres que ella se cepille los dientes. Mira, yo no sugiero que ella no. Lo que estoy diciendo es que sugiero que ella sí se cepille los dientes. Entonces, niegas en uno nada más. Pues, depende de lo que quieras decir. O niegas en el primero, yo no sugiero que ella se lave los dientes, o sugiero que ella no se lave los dientes. Ya depende mucho del significado.
In the first sentence, we're talking about the past. But in the second part, we don't change the verb.
No. Always in the base form, verb infinitive.
Okay.
Yeah, base form. Lo que normalmente conocemos nosotros como forma base, base form, se conoce con el nombre de verb infinitive en lingüística. Ok, so base form o verb infinitive, si lo buscas en Google. Eso es todo. Ok, entonces los adjetivos que tenemos son ask, demand, insist, suggest, propose, recommend, and required. Yo no usaría aquí el advice. El advice lo uso en... Ahora te voy a enseñar el otro. Hasta aquí se entendió lo de estos verbitos. Yes, ask, demand, insist, suggest, propose, recommend, require. They are always in the second structure, the second sentence, in the verb infinitive or base form. You can call it whatever you want. You got this part? Yes?
Yes.
Can you make a sentence with propose? Have you heard? Have you ever used that verb? Propose. Proponer.
Propose.
Propose.
Marry.
Propose to marry. Proponer casarse. Yeah.
She proposed.
Por ejemplo.
He proposed to that.
No, she proposed that. No, siempre vas a usar el that. You are going to use that. Siempre el that. Porque es parte de la estructura. You ask that, you demand that, you insist that.
But if I use she, he proposed.
That, ella propuso que, ella propone que.
She proposes that.
She proposes that.
She married him.
She married him. Perfecto. She married him. Que ella se casase con él. Está correcto. Siempre en forma base. ¿Ok? Y luego vimos, estos eran verbos, ¿cierto? Verbs. Any questions up to this point? Yeah.
No.
Amazing.
I have a question because I made a mistake with recommend.
You recommend?
I have to use the verb with ing always. I have to recommend.
You recommend playing soccer, for example?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the second part of the subjunctive. Por ejemplo, nosotros siempre vamos a usar estos verbos con that. Si tú ya no quieres usar el that, lo que vas a usar es un verbo con ing. ¿Ok? Por ejemplo, vas a decir advice smoking. Aconsejar fumar, advise smoking. Pero eso no entra como subjuntivo, sino así como la lista de verbos que son seguidos por infinitivo y por gerundio, en esa parte ingresan ya. ¿Se entiende? Esto es subjuntivo porque no es lo mismo decir, mira, we suggest that she wake up early, que significa, se traduce como nosotros sugerimos que ella se despertase temprano. Sugerimos que ella se despertase. Si tú pones she wakes up early, le va a dar como el sentido de nosotros sugerimos que ella se despierta temprano. No está sugiriendo nada. Nosotros sugerimos que ella se despertase temprano. El otro, que se despierte temprano. Para ti normalmente en español se traduce como sugerimos que se despierte temprano. Pero en inglés no. En inglés tienes que usar el subjuntivo para poder usar esta oración. O para poder dar este consejo con el that. ¿Quedó claro? Esa es la diferencia. ¿Ok?
If I use
if you use...
object is different.
If you just, for example, you can say, we asked that you be aware of the climate change. Lo que estoy diciendo aquí es, nosotros pedimos de que tú, ok, seas. Mira, nosotros pedimos de que tú seas más consciente del cambio climático. Si yo le pongo you are, nosotros pedimos que tú eres consciente del cambio climático. Cambio climático, no tiene sentido, ¿no? Nosotros pedimos que tú seas. Este seas es el subjunctive. Es por eso que tengo que usar el verbo en bare infinitive o en su forma base, como lo quieras llamar. Esa es la diferencia, ¿vale? Ahora, si tú quieres usar un objeto, puede ser we ask you to be aware of the climate change. Que ya esa es otra. Esos son verbos que son seguidos por... Esto no tiene que ver nada con el subjuntivo. Esto ya no es subjuntivo porque es una oración como si lo estuvieras diciendo de manera normal. Nosotros te pedimos que seas más consciente. En el otro es pedimos que seas, que tú seas, que seas. ¿Notas la diferencia? Yes. Entonces lo que hoy queremos ver era completar la siguiente parte de la gramática del subjunctive, pero vamos a hacer un repasito de manera rápida, como quien practicas. So in order to have a good command of this grammar, so we have ask, demand, insist, suggest, propose, recommend, require. These are, how many verbs we have here? 2, 4, 6, 7 verbs, right? We have 7 verbs here that you need to remember by heart, or you need to learn them by heart. You got these verbs? Sure.
Yes.
And also, we have adjective. Adjective. Do you remember? Important. What else? Important. Best. Better. Necessary. What else? Essential. I think essential. Essential. And recommended. So important, best, better, necessary, essential, recommended. What else? Recommended, necessary, essential, better, and important. It's the same. Okay, can you make a sentence, please? It is important that
it's important that you be on time.
That you be on time. It is important that you be on time. Es importante de que tú estés a tiempo. ¿Te das cuenta? De que tú estés a tiempo. ¿Cómo sería en negativo? Como digo, no es importante que estés a tiempo. ¿Cómo sería? It is not important. Igualito. That you be on time. Siempre va a ir en su forma base. ¿Por qué? Porque trabajas con estos verbos. Siempre cuando trabajes con estos verbos, ¿ok? Adjetivos, ¿no? Require, demand, propose, ask, important, best, better, necessary, essential, recommended. You are going to always use this structure. And don't forget to use that in the middle of the sentence. Okay? You can also say, for example, it is best the children, okay, or the children not, what else? Not drink beer, not drink beer. Es lo mejor o es mejor que los niños no beban cerveza. ¿Te das cuenta que estoy usando el not drink? Yes. Luego de que tú ya te hayas memorizado todo esto, seguimos con la siguiente parte. ¿Ok? Entonces yo hasta ahora yo necesito que ya te los aprendas. ¿Te los aprendiste ya? ¿Estaba sencillo, difícil? ¿Is it difficult for you? Did you understand it very well?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, okay. So now we are going to focus on the subjunctive number 2. Okay, this is the second part. Subjunctive 2. Okay, so do you remember the verbs that are followed by this structure? The verbs, do you remember? Do you remember?
Suggest,
Suggest. Yes, tell me all of them. Suggest,
recommend,
recommend. What else? Pro, propose, propose. What else? What else?
advice,
Advice, no, advice is not here. Another one. Recommend, suggest, propose. What else? Start with a.
ask,
Ask. Another one. Require.
required,
Required. What else? In. Insist.
insist,
And
demand,
demand. ¿Ok? ¿Te acuerdas que lo aprendimos así ahorita? Aquí está. Ask, demand, insist, suggest, propose, recommend y require. ¿Is that true? Yes. Entonces, lo que vas a hacer es aprendértelo así en orden. Primero, te vas a aprender los que son así. One second. Insist and demand. Then, ask and require. And then you have suggest, recommend, and propose. You get it? Insist, demand, ask, require, suggest, recommend, and propose. Te lo aprendes así separando, separando, separando. ¿Vale? ¿Por qué, Carlos?
Okay.
¿Por qué? Porque vamos a hacer una pequeña división. Insist and demand, nosotros tenemos una forma alternative form. Okay? For example, let me change the color here. We can say insist, demand, nope. They don't have no alternative. Estos no tienen una forma, what's happening to me? They don't have another form. They don't have an alternative form. They have just the previous one. I insist that. You insist that. We demand that. You got that part? Yes?
But can I use object with that?
No,
verb?
nothing. You insist. No.
Only that.
Yeah, always just in the subjunctive, ¿ok? En otro tiempo sí, pero en el subjuntivo no. Cuando quieres, nosotros recomendamos, ahí nada más. ¿Recomendamos qué? Pero para otra oración sí. ¿Ok? Insisto en que tú hagas esto, allí sí. Pero no, nosotros insistimos que. ¿Ok? ¿Se entiende? Aquí no tiene otro subjuntivo. They don't have another form. Okay? For example, we can say something like the company is demanding, I cannot see, demanding, the company, what's going on here? The company is demanding that you pay the price. ¿Qué estoy diciendo ahí? La compañía está solicitando que tú pagues el precio, ¿cierto? The company is demanding that you pay the price. ¿Por qué? Porque esto ya lo vimos en el anterior gramática, ¿cierto? En el subjunctive 1. Is that true? Yeah, we know that part. But what about ask and required? When you have ask and required, you have the verb plus an object plus the infinitive. Do you remember the previous one? Like, for example, the store required what? Requires customers to pay within the 30 days, within the day. Dice, la tienda requiere.
In this one, I can use the object.
Of course, because you have here this structure. The store requires customers to pay within the day. La tienda requiere que los clientes paguen dentro del día. Okay? Tú puedes decir, no, we or the store requires that customers pay within the day, or the store requires the customers to pay within the day. Did you understand?
Yes.
Okay, for example, you're gonna change it. Okay, you're gonna change it. For example, if I say we ask that students brush their teeth, you can say
We ask the students to brush their teeth.
amazing. Next one, we require that she learn a new language.
We require her
We require her
learn,
to
to
learn
learn
a new
the
a new
lesson.
a new language, a new language, a new language. Okay,
I
so
couldn't
cuando
hear.
yeah, don't worry, don't worry. So remember, when you have ask and require, you have this structure, verb, object, infinitive, or ask that and the very infinitive. Yes. Super
Yes.
simple, super simple. Next, when we have suggest and recommend, what you have to do is to
ING.
verb plus ing, as you said before. You said this previously, right? Suggest doing something, recommend doing something. Okay? And this is not part of the subjunctive, of course, because when you learn, for example, one, to do something, like ing, suggest ing. Okay?
Yeah, but if I want to use an object, it's different.
Yes, when you want to use an object, it's different. It's totally different. Yeah, but this is not the subjunctive.
How is that?
For example, I would say like,
I recommend you.
I advise. Well, in this case, I suggest. Going early. Going early. Cuando tú dices I suggest going early, significa sugiero ir temprano. Pero ¿a quién le sugieres? Me sugieres a mí también.
In general.
En general. Es por eso que no requiere objeto, porque sugieres de manera. I suggest going early. I recommend studying the phrasal verbs. Recomiendo a ti, obviamente, es sujeto tácito. Recomiendo estudiar los verbos frasales. ¿Pero a quién le recomiendo? ¿A todos en general o no? I suggest, I recommend. No es como en español. I recommend. Puede ser sí. I recommend you to learn the phrasal verbs, que es otra estructura. Te recomiendo a ti. Yep. Pero aquí recuerda que lo usamos para qué? Para hacer énfasis. No sé si te acuerdas el objetivo del subjunctive. Do you remember? To emphasize qué cosa? Requests, orders, and recommendations. Ese es el propósito del subjuntivo. Okay, Denise, did you understand?
I have a question about the exam. I recommend. Always have to use ing.
No, as I said before, you say, I recommend you to do something, but this is not a subjunctive.
You too.
You to do something.
But you too doing. Always with ing, the verb, not the base form.
Of course. We use I highly recommend. También puede ser I highly recommend. Siempre va acompañado del highly. Yo.
So I recommend you to visit.
To visit.
To visiting
the
castle.
The castle, it could be. Or you say the keep. The keep is like el castillo, la fortaleza. Fortaleza, the keep. I highly recommend. Recuérdate, suggest, recommend, and propose. Solamente usamos el subjuntivo cuando queremos enfatizar órdenes, cuando queremos enfatizar, ¿qué más? Recomendaciones y sugerencias. Okay? Yes. And the previous one, do you remember the adjective? ¿Te acuerdas los adjetivos? Important.
Recommended.
Important, necessary, necessary, best y better.
Recommended.
No, recommended ya no lo tenemos aquí, pero sí lo puedes usar, ¿eh? Yo lo uso. ¿Cómo? Así, le tienes que agregar el it. It would be for everybody, or that's all. Por ejemplo, it would be necessary for you to practice your English, for somebody to do something. No sé si te das cuenta. It would be necessary for people to learn English. Es una sugerencia o no? It would be essential. It would be better. It would be best. It would be important for people to learn about English, to learn about the culture, to learn about the grammar. It would be better for you to remember the phrasal verbs. It would be important for you to practice your English. ¿Te das cuenta? Sure.
Mhm.
Todos estos van seguidos de esta estructura would be. Recuerda que los únicos que pueden usar objeto es as y require, y ya sabes que es a yes, recommend, and propose, van seguidos del IN. Del IN.
Essential.
No, essential, también puedes decir, it is essential for you. Sí, sí lo puedes usar. Los mismos verbos y adjetivos que están aquí, lo tienes que usar. Por ejemplo, el advice yo lo uso también con el ing. Aquí, por ejemplo, yo agrego un advice con S. Advice. Porque son palabras muy parecidas a suggest, recommend, aconsejar, ¿cierto? Palabras que tengan el mismo sinónimo, sean sinónimos, pueden ir aquí. ¿Ok?
Essential is the same. I have to use the base form with the verb.
Yes, the base form, very infinitive. Eso es lo que había preparado el día de hoy. Ok, entonces, primero, antes que todos, before we continue, you have any questions about this grammar? Do you have any questions about this grammar? No, right? Okay, to sum up, please, the verbs. What are the verbs? Required. Another one.
Primero
Ask and
demand.
Ask, demand, yes.
Demand.
Then, recommend. It could be recommend.
Recommend abajo.
Yes, the second row. Need an object. Ask and ask and require. Then we have demand, suggest, approve, propose. Recommend, suggest, proposed. And then we have important, necessary, best, better. It would be better for you. It would be the best for you. It would nada más.
Essential.
Eso es lo que vamos a ver hoy, el essential. Can you see my screen? Yes. Can you see it? Entonces aquí te he agregado, adjetivos como por ejemplo necessary, essential, compulsory, imperative, urgent and recommended. ¿Te he agregado estos que usarías? O que mayormente usamos cuando queremos dar una recomendación, sugerencia, pero haciendo énfasis. También adjetivos como paramount, desirable, advisable. Como te digo anteriormente, palabras que tengan sinónimos. Sinónimo de important. Ya hemos trabajado que el sinónimo de important viene a ser paramount, vital, desirable is like wish.
Paramount is important.
Yeah.
But I have to use paramount importance.
Importance. Aha. Remember that is important. Important, and the other is paramount. Importance. Yes. You can say it is of paramount importance that the president give a speech about the recent events. You see what I'm saying? Cuando le quieres decir, es de suma importancia que no coma pescado. ¿Cómo dirías? Es de suma importancia que no coma pescado. Porque es recontra importante, se puede infectar, no sé, le dices así.
It is paramount importance.
It is of.
President.
It is of. No. Te he dicho que digas, es de suma importancia. Es de suma importancia que no coma pescado.
It is paramount importance. For the president. For the president.
No. Así tiene que ser. It is of paramount importance that you not eat fish. It is of paramount importance that you not eat fish. ¿Te das cuenta? Como doctor le
I don't have to use the other for something, for somebody to do something.
You want to say the next version. You want to say It is of paramount importance. Ah, you
of
want to say.
paramount
Ah,
importance
no, no, no. Tendrías que
for the
decir. It would
president.
be. No, tendrías que decir. It would be. It would be of paramount importance for the president, not. Well, this case to give a speech about the recent events. ¿Cómo dirías? A ver, quiero que me digas las dos
Not to
formas.
it. Not to it.
Not tweet. Not. No, 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 no. In this case, not tweet. Sí, está correcta. Me está diciendo la segunda. Yes, recuerda que hay dos formas. A ver, vamos a practicar. ¿Cómo me dirías lo siguiente? Es esencial que tú no fumes. Las dos formas.
It is essential that you not
You not
smoke.
not smoke. Y la segunda forma de essential, porque es un adjetivo, essential. It.
It's not to smoke.
A ver, lo voy a escribir para que se quede así, mira. Yo puedo decir lo siguiente. It is important that you not smoke. Es importante que tú no fumes. Esto la segunda forma que tiene él con adjetivos es it would be.
It's not smoke. Not smoke.
Not smoke. En ningún momento estoy usando to smoke. Not smoke, de frente. Okay?
Smoke.
Yes, not smoke. It would be important for you, aquí, not to smoke. Mira el siguiente ejemplo. Take a look at here. We ask that you not drink beer. Or in this case, we're going to change the subject. We ask she not drink beer. Nosotros pedimos de que ella no bebiese o no beba cerveza. El ask tiene otra forma. ¿Te acuerdas cuál era la otra forma? We ask her.
We ask you.
No, we ask her not to drink.
Not to drink
beer. Another one. We use, for example, suggest. We suggested that she be careful. We suggested that she be careful. Or you can say we suggested. What else? Being careful.
And the subject is not the same.
Is not the same. Here, mira, mi recomendación es la siguiente. According to the book, cuando tú quieres decir, recuerda, you are using the subjunctive. This is for emphasizing. Cuando tú quieras enfatizar, cuando tú quieras enfatizar un orden, una sugerencia, un consejo, vas a usar cualquiera de estas dos estructuras. ¿Por qué? Porque esas son las que están en el libro, ¿cierto? ¿Ok? Pero en la vida real nosotros lo que hacemos es aquí poner el heard. We suggested her being careful. Pero esto ya no viene a ser subjuntivo, ya viene a ser lo que se llama en inglés como licencia poética. ¿Has escuchado sobre las licencias poéticas?
No.
A ver, vamos a googlear aquí un poquito. Eso se llama en lingüística licencia poética. Look at this. Licencia poética.
Because it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Being, no, it's for general, no.
Exacto. Cuando nosotros modificamos ya se llama licencia poética más que todo. Es la alteración del lenguaje. Okay? Pero lo recomendado es lo que te acabo de decir, que because we suggested being careful de manera general. Sugerimos que sean cuidadosos, no específicamente a ti, porque suggest no lleva objeto. Ahora, si nosotros nos vamos a Cambridge a buscar la estructura del suggest, look at this, and Cambridge. Wait a minute. Mira, suggest. Nos va a salir el ing nada más. Mira, suggest. Can you see my dictionary, right?
Yes.
Si tú te das cuenta, en ningún... Mira, dice, I suggest that. Yo no estoy diciendo con el ing. I suggested putting. En ningún momento estoy usando el objeto luego del ing. Mira.
Ah,
¿Por qué? Porque si tú quisieses usar el sujeto, ¿cuál vas a usar? Este. Si yo te quiero decir a ti, yo te recomiendo que tú diga I suggest that you. ¿Me entiendes? No voy a decir I suggest you. ¿Me entiendes ahora sí, Denise?
ujú.
Si yo te quiero recomendar algo, no te voy a decir I suggest you, you to be careful. No, no existe. Tengo que decir I suggest that you be
It's like
careful.
these verbs are more formal.
No, they are not more formal. They are used when you want to emphasize an order, I don't know, a request or an advice. A piece of advice,
Mhm.
sorry. A piece of advice. Entonces, recuérdate, Denise, que si tú me quieres sugerir a mí algo, tienes que usar el I suggest that you. No puedes inventar el I suggest you being, porque ya eso está mal. Aunque se usa, sí, pero es muy informal. Y no está, como
I
puedes ver,
suggest
that you.
brushing your teeth.
I suggest that. ¿Qué cosa?
Uh, no,
I
I
suggest
suggest
brushing your teeth.
brushing.
Ahora sí. I suggest brushing your teeth. Ahí dije, sugiero cepillar tus dientes.
I suggest not forgetting your appointment.
Mira, you
Your
say,
appointment.
I suggest not.
Forgetting.
Yes, pero
With,
si tú me estás diciendo a mí que no me olvide la cita, es preferible que me digas, I suggest that you not forget the appointment. En lugar de usarme el ing como me estás diciendo a mí, dímelo, I suggest that you. No me digas I suggest you.
I got it, I got it.
Ajá, exactamente. Eso tienes que hacer. Si tú me quieres decir a mí mismo, utiliza el that, porque para eso está la estructura. No vas a decir, es como
I
esto.
suggest that
I suggest that,
you
sí. I suggest that
not forget your appointment.
I suggest that you not forget your appointment. Perfecto. O puedes decir de manera general, si dices, well, o si no le puedes decir no, I suggest that you, pero se lo dices a él. Si tú lo quieres decir en general, dirías, I don't suggest, no sugiero olvidar su cita, ¿sí o no? Es lo mismo. I don't suggest forget your appointment. Y eso es todo. ¿Ok? Es un tema súper interesante y como te das cuenta, es un poquito ya más avanzado, ¿cierto? You get it? Yes. Luego veremos este de aquí. Dice need plus verb plus ing. Do you remember this structure? Need plus verb plus ing. Nope.
No.
Okay.
I always say
Need to. So here we come across with a typical C1 structure that you can use mainly in informal context. It is not probably the first time you have seen, or maybe yes, but from time to time it is important to brush up on what we already know. What brush up on? What does that mean? Do you remember? To
polish?
Yeah, to polish, to improve, to enhance. So explanation, this is an informal structure to say that someone needs to do something to a thing. Remember, to say that someone needs to do something to a thing. For example, this problem needs solving. Someone needs to solve this problem. You got it? Please read the first example.
Oh my god, my car is completely dirty. It needs washing.
So it needs, or someone needs to wash the car. You got it?
Not me.
No
Somebody
matter
else.
who. No matter who. No matter who. Next one, please read.
My homework needs doing, but I don't feel like doing them.
Yes, doing them. My homework needs doing. Por ejemplo, imagínate que estás en tu casa y ves que tu casa está cochina, entonces tú dices como que falta hacer limpieza.
My house needs washing.
My house needs cleaning. Needs cleaning. O ves, por ejemplo, la bicicleta necesita ser reparada. The bike. My bike needs repairing. Necesita reparación, no necesita que alguien la repare. Como digo, oye, esta comida, como que alguien necesita, falta que se la coman, ¿no? The food needs Being
eating.
being eaten.
Being eaten.
It's being eaten.
Being eaten.
¿Cómo
Passive.
diría? Este trabajo necesita ser terminado.
This work
This homework needs
being finished.
Finished. Need. Ok, y así es como se usa el ing después de el need. ¿Te pareció sencillo? Easy peasy.
Yeah. It's difficult when I remember when I talk.
when you talk to someone. Pero no, así es como tú lo hablarías si es que no hubieras aprendido la gramática, porque nosotros necesitamos comer needs con ing.
Because it's different than the grammar that I get my hair cut, no? Or my hair needs cutting.
I have my hair.
No?
I have my hair cut. Yes.
And my hair needs cutting.
Ajá, diría en lugar de no, cuando dices I have my hair cut significa que tengo que cortarme el cabello o me corto el cabello. Me corto el cabello, pero lo está cortando otra persona. Somebody else. Lo está cortando. Dices, me corto el cabello. O puedo decir, ¿no? Para que tenga más sentido, I am having. Digo, oye, ¿qué estás haciendo, Denise? I am having my hair cut. Me estoy cortando el cabello. Pero ahorita lo está cortando otra ¿Y por qué te estás cortando el cabello? Why are you having your hair cut? Because my hair needs cutting. Necesita ser cortado. My hair needs cutting. Que esto viene a ser como my hair needs to be cut. ¿Te das cuenta? Easy peasy. Esto es una estructura, como te digo, ¿qué dice aquí? Informal. Puedes decir, ¿no? We need, the problem needs fixing. Necesitamos resolver el problema o mejorarlo. The problem needs fixing. O el de la computadora. ¿Cómo dirías, por ejemplo? La máquina se malogró. Entonces la máquina necesita reparación. The machine needs repairing. La computadora se rompió. Necesitamos arreglarla. The computer needs fixing. Needs repairing, needs fixing. No problem. It's the same. Super simple, right? Or not? What you think? Ya hemos visto dos. Any questions?
No.
Easy grammar. Next one. Present continues to talk about the future. Do you remember this? The present continues to talk about the future is an A2 topic, but the truth is that most teachers find it too soon to teach, and in the end, the students end up learning on their own after hearing countless times. If you're an intermediate or even advanced student, you were not completely aware of this. Don't worry, you are not for sure the only one. I widely use among fluent speakers. Present continues to talk about the future. In English, we can use to talk about the future.
A near future.
And yeah, you know this. Continue. Present continuous. Near future. How many days? One day. Today. Do you remember? Yes.
Only I remember near future.
Yes, near future. Present continuous. Puede ser, por ejemplo, si yo te digo, oye, ¿qué vas a hacer mañana? ¿Cómo me preguntas qué vas a hacer mañana? What are you doing tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow? Porque es un futuro cercano. A ver, un repasito. Te voy a dejar la tablita aquí, que voy a hacer la tablita. So, remember, tengo present simple, tengo present progressive, tengo going to, be going to, tengo will. Do you remember now? We use the present simple for timetables, or schedule events. Schedule events. Then the present progressive for near future. When I say near future, I say 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 2 weeks, no more. Okay? Near future.
Okay.
Or arrangement. Arrangements. Cuando acuerdas con alguien, un arrangement. Okay? And going to, you're going to use it for plans, for it could be near or it could be far, near or far future, but but you have evidence. But you have evidence. Okay? So you are sure. You are sure. And will, use will for promise. Well, in this case, promises. Far future. You are not sure. You are not sure. And you use it for volunteering. Volunteering. And that's it. Okay? Sometimes you may use more than two or more than one, but you know that it would be great. It would be great for you to use the present simple because you have here the information, timetable, schedule, event. For example, yo te quiero decir, el avión despegará a las 8 p.m. ¿Cómo diría eso? Yo puedo decir, the airplane will take off at 8 p.m. ¿Puedo decir eso? The airplane will take off at 8 p.m. Yes or not?
No.
No.
Because it's a
schedule event. ¿Podré usar the airplane is going to take off at 8 p.m.? Sí puedo decirle, sí puedo, sí puedo. También puedo decir the airplane takes off at 8 p.m. Puedo usar cualquiera de los, incluso si es el mismo día, puedo usar el presente progresivo. Pero tú dices, pero esto es un evento acordado, está en un timetable. ¿El que le queda más bonito es el presente? Simple. Puede ir cualquiera, pero el que le queda más bonito es el presente simple. Puede ser el presente progresivo si me refiero al avión. The airplane is taking off at 8 p.m. De repente es hoy día, futuro cercano, ¿sí o no? Puedo decir, el avión va a despegar porque tengo la evidencia, mira, acá tengo mi pasaje. Pero el que le queda más bonito, ¿cuál sería, Denise? ¿El present? Porque es un timetable. Así es como tú decides cuál futuro vas a usar. El que le queda más bonito. Es como cuando tú te vas a comprar una ropa, ¿no? Te quedas el vestido rojo, el vestido azul, the green, the blue, the red dress, and the blue one. So you can see, well, I slay on both of them. Slay, me veo genial en ambos. Pero en esta me veo más bonita, en el rojo. Pero las dos te quedan, ¿sí o no? Pero tú te ves más bonita. Igualito en el inglés, en el futuro es así. Con el que le queda más bonito es este. ¿Pero está mal si lo digo? No, no está mal si usas cualquier otra versión. Siempre y cuando tenga sentido. En este caso tiene sentido el presente progresivo y el going to. Pero nunca va a tener sentido el will, ¿sí o no? ¿Se entendió?
Yes.
¿Repito o está clear, crystal clear?
Crystal clear.
Crystal clear. Entonces terminamos ese también. El would and el used to, do you remember this grammar? Would can replace used to.
Yes, used to is the past action that you
used to do.
You used to do.
Of course, that you used to you, but now, do you do?
You don't do.
You don't do anymore. But remember, you only use el would with active or stative verbs. With dynamic or active, you can call it dynamic verbs. For example, you can say, I used to play soccer, or I would play when I was a kid. Okay? Porque play is dynamic. Yeah, but you can say, I used to love my friends. But then you say, you never say, I would love my friends. No, incorrect. Because love is stative. This is stative, incorrect. This is correct, this is incorrect. Solamente el would va a reemplazar el used to cuando sea un verbo dinámico. Nada más. Nada más. Okay? Did you understand?
Okay. Yes.
Continuamos. Shall we go on? Continuamos con otrito más. Yeah. It is nice of you. Okay, it is nice of you. Please read this definition here.
What is this? No, this is one of the typical structures that you have seen millions and millions of times, but that not have ever shown you if it is grammatically correct and how it works.
Yes, grammatically. Cada vez que tú veas un cali, es grammatically. Por ejemplo, ¿cómo dirías?
Grammatically.
Mira, por ejemplo, tengo automática. Automatically. ¿Cómo dirías automáticamente? Automatic. No, el A ya no dice, sino di automatically. ¿Cómo dirías mágicamente? ¿Cómo dirías mágicamente? Magically. ¿Cómo dirías gramaticalmente? Grammatically. Da la sensación de que dices la A, pero no la dices. ¿Ok? Good job. Good job. Grammatically, automatically, or magically. Ok, vamos a aprender la estructura It is nice of you. I don't remember if I used this expression in Spanish. ¿Es genial de tu parte? ¿Has dicho eso alguna vez? Qué bueno de tu parte. Do you use that expression in Spanish? No, right? Es considerado de tu parte. Well, this is what my mom is always telling someone. Okay, so you say it or that. That is kind of you to. Okay? You get it? For example, it was kind of you to pick me up to go to the restaurant. Fue amable de tu parte recogerme para ir al restaurante. It is nice of you. It is nice of you. You get it, Bart? Yes?
Yes.
Try including this grammar in your speech. It is nice of you to help me. Es amable de tu parte. Es muy amable de tu parte. Cuando alguien te ayuda, it is nice of you. It is kind of you. Y that's all.
It is kind of you to send me the answers of the last exam.
Yeah, cuando yo te envíe la respuesta, tú me conté, wow, it is nice of you to send me the answers. Es muy amable de tu parte enviarme la respuesta.
When you, instead of saying thank you.
Thank you, claro. En lugar de decir thank you.
I thought that it was a suggestion.
No. It is nice of you when you say, oh, that's cool for you. That's cool. Oh, me ayudas. Okay. Wow, I really appreciate it. It is nice of you to be here with me in this difficult hardship. Do you see my point?
Hardship.
Hardship. Es
difficult moment?
Yes, hardship.
Verbo?
Yeah, it is here. Can you see the word? Hardship, adversidad. Creo que en español decimos adversidad. Hardship.
But ship is barco, ¿no? Ship.
A ship. Y se pronuncia así. Ship. Como si fuera, como eso de como la E, así. Ship. Porque oveja decimos sheep. Okay. Me parece genial. It is nice of you too. Yes, it is nice of you. It is like, it is helpful. Puedes poner con cualquier adjetivo también. Es malo, es descortés de tu parte, ¿eh? Puedes decir, it is rude of you to eat in front of everyone. It is rude of you to scream in our lesson. It is rude for you to be late. It is of you to kill people. No sé. ¿Ok? ¿Se entendió? La puedes cambiar también por adjetivos que tú consideres.
It is change of you.
It is change?
Change.
It is
change of you.
On you, shame on you. Pero ese shame on you, yo no lo uso con el it is. Lo uso solamente con el shame. Shame on you. Uy, qué roche, ¿ah? Qué mal de tía. Shame on you. Así se usa el shame.
Shame on.
Sí, shame on
Shame
you.
on you.
Así, shame on you. Shame on you es como decir, ay, qué mal de tu parte, ¿ah? Algo así. Shame on you. Tiene ese sentido. Y el último, tenemos una última gramática. Okay, so in this case, we have an expression that is used with the second and third conditional. In Spanish, it is basically means, si fuera por mí, si fuera por él, si fuera por ella. Okay? Es recontra. If I had my way. Use when someone would do it if you could take the decision. Es como
If I were you.
if I were you or if I were in your shoes. Si estuviera en tus zapatos. Let me write it here. If
If I were in your shoes.
in your
If
shoes.
I had my way.
Yes, if I were in your shoes. Si estuviera en tus zapatos, en lugar de usar el if I were you, as you said before. For example, please read the first one.
My family is visiting Italy next week, but if I had my way, I would visit Estonia.
Yeah, but si fuera por mí, visitaría Estonia. Okay? Lo puedes usar también la tercera condicional, please, la second one. She doesn't seem to be interested in the film we're watching. If she had her way, she would probably watch a different one. Lo puedes usar en la segunda y tercera condicional. If I had my way. If I had my way. Did you understand?
Segunda y tercera, ¿cuál?
Yes, segunda y tercera condicional. Do you remember?
Okay.
For example, if
that is a mixed conditional.
yeah, a mixed conditional, of course. You can change it in the second or in the third conditional. Yes, if I had my way. That's a very, very natural expression that we can always use when you are talking to someone that is, I don't know, someone that is a chatterbox. Have you heard that word? Chatterbox.
Jimmy.
Parlanchín.
Jimmy.
Parlanchín.
Yes,
Chatterbox. Yes, chatterbox. Yes. Puedes usar estas expresiones para lucirte. Well, if I had my way, I wouldn't buy that. Si fuera por mí, no lo compraba. No compraría eso. Pero ya lo compré. If I had my way. Did you understand? Yes. Okay. We're gonna stop here. But in the platform, en la plataforma,